All aboard, and I hope you're ready for a long run to that next whistle stop, folks, because this is episode 100. We're going to go an hour and see how close to the end goal I can do. And then if I don't make it to 2025, there'll be a follow-up episode shortly. Just a couple of long episodes today. Feel free to skip forward if you want it. I don't have chapters. I really probably should start learning how to do that. And we'll talk about that down the road. I'm still learning this. I've only been doing this for a couple of months. Everything before was just goofing around. Besides, I don't really have the money to spend on big fancy software, so don't mention those guys. All right. One of the things that Jack needs, 21 S&S needs to do to meet the goals is, besides the finances, where we're looking good still. We're still looking good. We're in July, 1.8. Yeah, we should be 3.6 this year. Monthly. Oh, yeah, look at that. Monthly. Whatever we did last time. I can't remember. It's been a while. A couple of days and a bunch of other stuff in expanding worlds with frustrations. So, our profits are back up. We had one bad month due to a jam. Avoid the jams, avoid everything else, but still work towards neatening that system. Part of neatening the system gets more rail out of the way to allow the towns to grow, which will let us get more passengers from the towns. Bigger town, more passengers. Think about it. Let's head into this. And the first thing we're going to take a step into on this is going to be cleaning up two very specific lines. The first is this guy, he can go another way to get to that spot. And we are going to take and start making those changes right now. What I'm doing here is consolidating out a line. So that this line will connect to this line out further. More like that. There's going to be a small shift along here. We're bringing this up to here. And time. Here we go. We've now created an interchange. Doing a little bit of set work here on our signals. Unfortunately, it took out a little bit too much, didn't it? Yeah, it's because the signal was back one. There we go. I actually want him up here more. And I'm going to change how this train comes in to something like that. Actually, right there. And connect it right back up. Take out the choose signal here, because that can cause an issue. We're going to put the choose signal right there. And he's going to be a two-way. Has to be a two-way to allow the train to come back out. Seaside limestone, or Forgotten Sea limestone, doesn't really need to be double bridged. I think they can get away with just one bridging. And really, with what I just did, I can take out this section of rail here too. Bring this section up to snuff. Yeah, we're looking a lot better already. Also need to do a straighten here. There we go. Much cleaner junction. You can get over it. Everything's set. We're also going to pull this back a little bit as part of this buildup. So our crossover is going to be right about here. Bring the signal back to there. Take out first the signal, then that crossover. Now we can put a signal here for this train. Same thing over here. We need him further out for that signaling and crossover. Right about there. That's the good spot for the crossover. Yes, I do still have to do one thing that I didn't want to do. Which is bring these guys out like this on this side. I like cleaning up signals because, frankly, I see a lot of guys who use the signals to keep the steady flow. I don't mind the halt and go because even now, we're in the 2030s. Well, on any rail system, you'll see a lot of trains along single line track sections still doing the pullover into a siding to wait for the faster or higher priority trains to go by. And that's something to keep in mind. Okay, with that done, even single lined as it is for now, I'd want to come this way. And he's going to do a little jog like this, come up to here, and this is where it all comes back together. He's going to have a hold to merge back into the lines there. We're going to do something similar over here, but we're still going to use this guy here. And again, this is all just to please my sense of aesthetics, not necessarily anybody else's. There will be a main line because there is something that zips along on here. Can't even remember what uses that track anymore. Nothing. That's a dispatch line. Oh, we can. Hi. We can take and downgrade the track. We can make it be the one that goes up and over. A lot of changes coming. Lots of changes coming. Okay, with this new streamlining, I'm going to take this guy here out. This is now going to come like this. Sort of. There we go. So they're all going to come up to here, tie in here. Putting a two-way onto that, even though we know it's not being used, we'll fix that downgrade to make some money in a bit. Cost us a little bit of money to make it. Be able to drop this down, go faster? Yes. Throw a bridge over this? Yes. In fact, we can probably even start doing some changes to the other ways things are set up. Alrighty. Quarter of the way there. Oh, we were on pause that whole time. Okay, to make up for that, I'm going speed burn. I'm going speed burn. Until we hit a industry growth, and we got a double growther, didn't we? Which the heck pack are we on here? Good, okay. Industry growth near Mallowfield, built with one new factory. And that is indeed whole new over at Mallowfield Station now. So now we should have two of these guys in town, right? Yeah, 1, 2. Opposite ends. Alright. What's he got? One factory. He just tied into everybody else. Yeah, he just tied into Homely Chatel. Okay. How can we get things from Homely Chatel over here? No. Let's take a peek at what's the connections there. 71's the line we need to fix. Why am I doing it that way? Hi. Vehicle list. You're stuck out in the road. Go to depot. We're going to reassign you. Anybody else stuck out in the road? Yeah, you. You're going to depot. We're going to reassign you. Actually, we're probably going to upgrade him too, because I think we can upgrade those guys. And I think it's going to have to be the same thing. It's just going to have to be simple one-stop loading dock. And there's only one spot to do it at, and we're going to have to hurry to claim that before the city does something evil to us. There we go. Hey boys, are you our current trucks for van delivery? I swear, my phone goes off every time somebody, it's like they know when I'm recording a vid. And unfortunately, I have to take a peek at things. Let's take a peek here. Dun, 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 dun. 4,514. Yeah, he's been on the road too long. This boy's been on the road too long. We're going to go ahead and sell both of them. And we're going to put 2 new. Oh, yeah, that's right. They went to semi-tractor on us. There is no, this is one of the foolish decisions they made, I think, is there is no box goods trailer, still, the small one. There's always going to be small box good trucks. I understand efficiency, but there's always going to be somebody where you're picking up that final bit. That 15? Or is that, no, that's 25. 25. You know what that 25 is worth? Not doubling the price. We're going to go with an older trailer. Come over here, set a schedule. Hi. From Homely to, oops, wrong type of dock. Control and click to take and replace it with the right one. And we're going to target to that spot. Same thing. Where's this line we just put out? You. Oh, we didn't save it as a schedule. There we go. Now we'll go down to the bottom. No. I just saved this. What did I save it as? Oh, it put it into 42 where there was an empty spot. Okay. All right, that's taken care of. Now we can go back to our little project up here to try to clean at least one of these out and get rid of that tunnel. That tunnel is going to be the elimination round. And we should be able to do that right now. First things first, speed up our line there. Grab the track removal and start track removal. Go through, get rid of the tunnel. Get rid of that crossing. It's going to come in. We're going to expand this. I may have to see about a station juice here. Got our cargo sprinters in. That should clean up that line. All right. With the line somewhat cleaned, we do need to talk to this route though. And retarget where his endpoint is, because he's too far forward. We need him to be here now so that he pulls all the way into the back. Otherwise, he's going to pull halfway in, turn around, and leave with half the cargo still on board. It is a frustrating thing, but it is part of the game. Now for the next cleanup, because this is going to be time to start thinking about how to straighten out the PaxLooper. I'm going to leave you guys to ride with the PaxLooper for just a moment. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am, because 20 minutes is about what it takes me to drink a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. You guys are going to take a quick ride with the PaxLooper. All right, I'm back. This is going to be tough to do an hour because I'm only at 25 minutes in and discovering the joys. Now, I'm certain you saw all the tight spots, all the tight turns, all the screw-ups that I did in the PaxLooper's routing. But what we're after here is more money because our cash value, where are we at? We're only at 101 million. Net wealth, 99 in hand. 3.1. And we're going to take a peek at the end of the episode of what that target is that we were supposed to be making. And by when. Our speed train's doing pretty good. And that's what I would like to get us into is a speed train type setup. The problem is PaxLooper is a cash cow route. If I remember right. Whoops. New Ash Pax Cow. $9,000 off 2 convoys. Yeah, I think we can do better, and I think part of it is we just can't get up to speed. It is time to start looking for all the spots we can clean up this route. Lay the track so that we're doing quick little breaks. And right here's one. 2, actually. Well, this should be taking too long. Watch this. We come over like this, then begin an angle here. We're now lined up to here. Where we can do a dig. What costs more to put in? Tunnel costs $1,000, but it costs us $100 a month. So in 10 months, it's cost us as much as a dig. And then it's going to keep costing us. So we want to keep the tunnel as short as possible. Below the line at this spot. Take out the bridge. Matter of fact, we're going to do a big change on this line. We're taking him out all the way back to here. We're going to punch into there, put a slope there, dig to there, slope there, punch a short little tunnel, much shorter than I thought I would be doing. Run him through. Now, because we want to get rid of road crossings, grade or at level crossings, we need to have a grade separation crossing here. And there we go. Speed guaranteed. Over here, similar situation, but I'm going to do the prep work outside for what I need it to do. There we go. Let this train get by before we blow the line. This train's going to be hating us for the next little bit while we do these separations. We're putting in a high-speed tunnel because we're going to be going to a high-speed rail. We know that. Down the road on this line. Because PaxLooper is supposed to come up to here, I might even do something even more fun down the road. Like blow a tunnel through and have them have their own separate line. But we definitely have earned that. And we've definitely earned that all these guys need to have a signal right there that holds them up. We'll explain the signal down the road. What it is I'm giving priority by not having a signal out of the station. So the minute that train's ready to leave the station, it's going to go gangbusters and have the first clearing. Take this signal out so that the guys can't go forward and block them. This is a temporary workaround until we get everything done up here. Up here, we really should be looking at straightening a few things, these tight corners. And then we need to get a faster bridge right there. This bridge section. Good. The trains are rolling. And I'm beginning to think that okay, we got one of those wandering trains taking whatever route he wants. Where's Tanner Taconite? You're up here. Hey, buddy, guess what? I'm going to do some inserts because it's obvious these guys are not wanting to take the routing I'm telling them to. Then go to add stop so that you take the right way home. Because you're just choosing what you want to do, and I'm not allowing that anymore. Well, it didn't work the way I wanted it to, so we're going to have to do a single inbound choose. There we go. With a Y split, and I don't like those kind of lines. Speeding up the track here is possible. With a little bit of digging. There we go. Gonna need to go to a steel girder bridge or the high-speed elevated track. I don't want to go with elevated track. Long road to hoe, and I don't have editing tools yet figured out. I'm working on it, guys, but I do not yet have what some folks would like me to have as far as speeds I am able to edit at. Now let's go straight along. I'm going to remove the down there. That will get us a faster track all through. That's a good turn. That one was a good turn. Somewhat good turn. Definitely tell where I'm planning on running what parts of trains. That's good. Not the greatest, but then again, because of city growth, I was kind of limited along here. We're going to speed this section up. And this is where it's going to get fun. It's time to drop that bridge. We're going to go ahead and do this, but we're going to blow the rail line on either side for the moment. And we're also going to take out the rail over the road. Oh, that didn't look good. Yeah, no. Because that's dispatch line, I don't even really need it to be at high speed. Don't mind paying a little bit more for that dispatch bridge. But we are going to make certain we have a dispatch line. And that line is one way for dispatching new rail on. Because we're just going to retire on track for the most part. Then we've got this. This is going to require a little road work. Let's take out the bridge. The road and lay in a road bridge over this kind of at an angle. Yeah, kind of like that. This will allow us to put a better high-speed turn. There we go. Keep it running. And then 2 here. Again, we've got an issue. To make the high-speed turn. So we're going to have to fix that in a moment. Speed run time. All of that construction probably took a couple of years. Let's see where we're sitting cash flow wise as we go. 2.3. Because we were on creeper speed, I should have had him up a little bit. 135. Not a great month, but not a bad month. For the $200,000 months. But we did vastly, well, only 4,000 increase, I guess, in our maintenance. But I bet you our maintenance has gone up more than we think. Maintenance was 188 when we started this run. We're now at 195, so we've added 7,000 a month in maintenance. Yeah. Op cost, trips. Trips is a good one to look at. Trips has been pretty flattish. Hopefully we can start seeing trips come up, but that's going to require these things I'm doing to speed up the line. We're still going to have one hard turn coming out of this, but I think with a small adjustment to the PaxLooper schedule, pulling the station back is possible. And we're going to have to make it a 3-long station anyway. Coming up on the end of December here. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Small upgrades to the stations. We're going to leave this platform for the time being, but we're going to show that it's going to do that. We can eliminate that stretch of rail. This is now a much cleaner setup than what we had before, because that's passenger. We don't care that it's, you know, not fancy dancy. Okay, go into the PaxLooper and make that small adjustment to their schedule, which is Remus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a new stop before Remus here. That lets me remove the old stop with no penalty. Close. Now we can take out that. Do our high-speed connection there. Below the corner. Now we have a high-speed corner. Rotating the map, take a look at the town. Town is going to be a little bit more challenging. We're going to slow him down because we have to replace that bridge. What the heck is that? Oh, do I have to doze an industrial building to put back in? No, because there's another answer. The tunnel. Okay, we're going to have to dig down. And we're going to have to figure out how to bridge across. Going to be driving the high-speed tunnel. Make certain it connected through. Going to do a small change where we'd already had a glitch. This shouldn't kill us. Why? Because what I'm about to do next is great. There we go. There we go. And we're going to do the power bridge trick so that we can run catenaries underneath. And we didn't go out far enough on the power bridge. The power bridge to go from there to there. There we go. And we should, in theory, be able to do our diagonal turn to speed up the line. And there we go. Time to start adding the catenaries. With our dispatch here, we don't need this connector. Right there. And once the catenaries are through, I don't mind slowing down coming into this station. Take out this bridge. I'm going to give it the high-speed line. Now I just need to figure out how to straighten this out, and we're good. And once we're golden, we're golden. I don't think there's a way to do it. So we'll have to figure another way to connect in the buses in a rapid fashion to Remus. Let's go ahead and lay them catenaries. Get the catenaries in. We're going to high speed this line as fast as we can to show that the PaxLooper can make money as a high speed rail. We will be high speeding this stretch of rail here. And of course, this connection is going to be screwed up initially. Yes, I could have combined into this, but because it's going to become with a high-speed rail, I no longer care. Down to those final few stretches of catenary. There it is. PaxLooper, go ahead and high speed him for a moment. He is full up. That's the other thing. If he's full up so much of his path, I am not going to care. But I am retiring off to begin launching that new service. Leave one out there for a moment. Come to our electrics. We're going to grab this guy. All stations have to be 3 tiles. That's the biter. We're going to have to abandon the Ashlock North station. Okay, so who serves Ashlock North? Circular to bus and the town coach. We need to fix those 2 lines. Town coach. Schedule. Just remove. And then to give it a different spot, we're going to have it go to out here where we're going to add a bus stop. Then the Ashlock circulator, much more complicated, but I think north can just be removed. No issues. North stop. You're my new PaxLooper. And that one will disappear off the tracks, and then we'll see how good this is going to make us any money or if we're going to lose money. Once he's clear here, we can fix this issue. There we go, building in that better, brighter stations of the future. Remove some old track over here. We're at the hour mark. I've only made a year. Speed run. What do you mean you can't find? Oh, that's because now he should come zipping by any minute now. Hopefully. Oh, we got a break in the line. And probably a break in the cats there too. Now he's running. Okay. Got a feeling he's going to be losing a lot of money here. There has to be another break in the line somewhere because he's going backwards, and that's what's killing us. Actually, we're upgrading our stations. Go back into the PaxLooper. I can see there's another issue. It's going to have to be dealt with. And that's because we've had to do some adjustments to our station lines. Fixing the stops, just going along, seeing who needs a fix, who needs an upgrade. Ashlock Town Hall stop. Okay. Move the old. That one's good. Targeting there is good. Targeting here at Cinderblex. Needs to have a new spot there. Remove the old spot. Twin Manors, same thing. New spot. Remove the old spot. Devil's Tooth is good. That one's good. Tanner Taconite. And then Buried Beach Quarry. Same thing. Speed run him. Let's see how he's looking and then watch our financials on that as well. It is looking considerably better. We're starting to see it flirt with profits. I can see that this might be a line to seriously, because he's full. Let's put a second trade on behind him. That took him down to half capacity for a short while. Looking at the PaxLooper. They're both full up. We have two high speeds on a loop, staying full. We're over an hour. Looks like it's going to be much more than what I thought. I'm going to take and let you have at it for a moment, folks. I really was hoping to do this as a special push, but I am not as focused as I want. But we did get 2 bullet trains up and upgraded numerous other lines. I'm not the fastest. I'm not the best. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you how not to by not having a plan. I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better day than I'm having. I'll see you back for 101 in a little while.